Hey guys, it's Joe from ICC Fitness Center. Hey, we've got some things pertaining to the summer challenge and change in general, right? So we're going to discuss why change is important, and then how are we going to change, and then how to maintain that change. So the first topic is why, right? Why? I mean, number one, health. Okay, health equals life. You can improve on your cardiovascular, your heart and your lungs, fitness. The nervous system is utilized through fitness, all right? Those impulses from your brain go into your muscles, all right? You're strengthening that as well, not just your muscles, not just your bones, not just your heart, your nervous system as well. And there's a lot of disease prevention, studies that have been made for fitness correlates with prevention of heart disease and some cancers and stuff. And we're not going to get too in depth about the specifics, but ideally helps you live longer. Fitness, right? So second topic there under why is mobility. I mean, you want to increase your capabilities to do stuff. All right, be it balance. Your range of motion. People that are, overweight or, becoming elderly, they don't utilize their arms, they don't utilize their body, and they lose mobility and flexibility, And one of the most important parts of this, I think, personally, is prevention of injury, okay? If you're not used to those movements, you can get injured easily, very easily, all right? So keep that in mind, flexibility, mobility, okay? Got my notes here. Another one is strength and endurance, all right? You want to increase your ability to do work, and that's why it's called workout, okay? It's not called fun out, even though it can be fun, okay? You want things that you do in everyday life to be less difficult, right? And increasing your strength and your endurance, you're more capable of doing those things, being stronger, being able to last longer, being able to, go for hikes, whatever relates to your life, So those things, I got one more. Cognitive, mental health, all right? There's all kinds of studies that correlate fitness with just brain function in general, learning, memory, stress relief. All right, there's all kinds of chemical processes going on in our bodies all the time, right? And when we improve, in our life, especially fitness-wise, physically, it encourages, brain activity, okay? So why? Good reasons. Life, health, right? Mobility, flexibility, strength and endurance, okay? And improve your brain, right? These are all very important things just for living, right? But health, number one, right, is life, okay? Can't deny that. Nobody can, okay? So how are we going to do this, okay? There's two key components to fitness, okay? You can do one or the other, but both, you're going to get optimal results, okay? Number one, everybody knows about this. We watch TV, we hear all these opinions on nutrition, right? Now, you can work out and get strong, but if your nutrition's lacking, your body isn't going to respond optimally like it would if you were eating healthy, healthier foods, and foods like more plants, because plants are just, there's unbelievable amount of these things called phytochemicals, which, help with disease prevention again, help with improvement of your body, the chemical reactions we were talking about earlier. Eat, get a variety of veggies too, and fruits, all the colors of the rainbow. Try and get, a lot of variety. Stay away from the garbage foods, sugars, sodas and sweets. That stuff, it's fine in moderation, but we need to fuel ourselves with good nutrients basically, right? And I'm not going to go too much into nutrition in general, but just try and eat, more plants, okay? Water consumption is essential, all right? And get a variety, get a balanced meal, okay? It's important. Second part is just moving, okay? We got to get up and move around. Got to bend our joints, and that comes back to, mobility and flexibility and strength. I mean, working a muscle or working your body includes movement, right? In general, you got to change your lifestyle. Just how to get, on this level of change and on this level of fitness. To change your lifestyle, you got to think about, oh, well, instead of taking the elevator, I'll take the stairs, or I'll run the stairs instead of walking them, or park further away from the grocery store. Just you gotta constantly be thinking about this stuff, guys. I mean, you're not gonna see results overnight. It takes time, but you have to make subtle life changes in order for this to work for you. Just fitness in general improves all your systems that in your body. Okay. Your heart and lungs are so important. We're always consuming air, right? And that's something you can work out too. You can breathing exercises, on top of flexibility exercises and strength training and endurance training, okay? You want to be able to manipulate your body how it was designed to be manipulated. You see what I'm saying? So if you have joints like knee joints and hip joints, they're meant to work, right? They're meant to bend and straighten out, and your muscles are what's doing that, and your brain, right? So these are things, on the how spectrum of what we need to do. So yeah, that's how. Nutrition and activity. Nutrition and movement. Simple as that, guys. You can do one without the other, and you'll see subtle changes, but if you put them both together, that's, like I said, it's optimal, okay, for change, okay? And lastly, just maintaining it, all right? Diets are called diets because we can't maintain them. You lose 30 pounds and you quit your diet and then you gain it back. So you have to stay consistent, man. You have to keep digging that hole. You have to keep striving for that goal. Make new goals, You have to overcome obstacles because, you can't expect to get everything, quickly. It comes with time, and we talked about this before in class. Just time under the weights, time doing the movement. It takes several, day after week after month, several applications of doing things to see, results for, improvement results, okay? And one of the most important things I think, well, there's a lot of most important things I think, but you gotta make it fun, all right? A lot of people dread going to the gym, okay? And I get that. I mean, until you start seeing, gains and improvement, you're like, why am I doing this, right? Well, try and find things, change things up, and that goes along with the summer challenge, tagline, change it up. So try things, get out of your comfort zone. Try things that you're not good at, or you're afraid to try. Don't be afraid to do this kind of stuff. All these things have been laid out for you. All this machinery and all these different aspects of fitness have been laid out and studied by people who are fitness professionals, right? So they're useful. They work for a reason. They exist for a reason, all right? Don't be afraid. Challenge yourself. Try to overcome those weaknesses, those bad knees, those mental, setbacks. It's ultimately up to you, guys. Keep it enjoyable. Try to do an obstacle course, or play with kids, or ride your bicycle. Something enjoyable, something out in nature, and educate yourself on this stuff. Try to learn, and that's my whole goal, is learn as much as I can So not only do I know what to do, but why we're doing it and how to do it, you know. The more variety of things you can learn about this, you know, fitness in general, guys, is, you know, going to be beneficial to you. Just a review, guys. Why? Life, right? Mobility, flexibility, health, you know, improvement, disease prevention, improvement on your heart and lungs, brain strength, you know, usefulness, right? How are we gonna do it? Eat better, move more. Simple, okay? And got to keep at it. You got to maintain it, because things aren't going to happen on their own. You know, some people are genetically, you know, better at things, but you have to put the time in, and you have to continue, keep it interesting, keep coming back. You know, it's beneficial. You can't do it for a little while and stop. It's forever. Okay. I mean, our bodies were meant to move. They were meant to bend. I mean, we're animals, so use them accordingly.